asset. You know, there's a lot of people who can't make $1,000. And the reason they can't make $1,000 is because mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, they're not capable of making $1,000, whatever the case is. So Kim and I today are in the multi-millions of dollars in making money. But we wouldn't have gotten there because one time we were having trouble at $1,000. So every time we had a problem, we had to get bigger than the problem. For many people out there with a $1,000 problem, they're not going to solve the problem until they personally develop themselves mentally, emotionally.
Number 3 is make a list of all, and the key word is all, the debt that you owe.
And she's still giving me a dirty look when she says the word all because, you know, I had so much debt I didn't want to tell her. And I kept sneaking off and paying bills here and sneaking around there. And finally she says, you know, because I didn't want to tell her how bad the Titanic was that I ran aground and called my last business. And finally we had to sit down and I had to write down all the investors I owed money to, all the friends and family I owed money to, and everybody I felt bad about, you know, that I was still not paying and things like this. So she had me sit down and write. And even, you know, the credit card companies, and they get really nasty when you don't pay them. So I had to show her the envelopes I was receiving from the angry credit card companies and all this stuff, and basically tell the truth and face the music. Step number 4 is a very important step, and all you guys out there who are deeply in debt and all this, I'd like to say this is probably the most important first real step you can go through, or a major commitment, and that is hire a bookkeeper. If you look in the workbook, you know, I talk about a bookkeeper as part of your team. And there was times, you know, I was just trying to do my own books, and, you know, when I'm stressed out and embarrassed and upset that I owe so much money, I would not really confront the truth. Plus I'm messy. I'm not very detail oriented. So Kim and I finally went out, and my rich dad talked to me, you know, and we're talking over with him. He says, "Do you have a bookkeeper?" And I said, "No, because it costs too much money." And he says, "Look, rich people have bookkeepers, poor people don't. You have got to keep accurate records."
It took us 10 years to go from nothing to financially free.
Wow.
So she was 37, I was 47. But that's the power of focusing on assets versus liability. Most people are so busy working for money, so busy trying to pay their bills, and so busy buying liabilities they think are assets. So my first gift to Kim was the counting game to get her head in here, and today we're financially free. You know, that's the whole thing. So everybody can do it. It's a matter of putting your head into the right column. And then for me, it was in '73, I took my first real estate investment course here. I'm free.
Yeah.
You know, I lost money, made money back, but I never got out of the